I've really been dreading making this video, but now's the time. It's been about 2 weeks. I have to tell you about a return that I got and how it has crippled me financially. So let's get right into that. If you follow me at all or you keep up with me, you will see that I got a TV on the curb. I sold that TV for $300, which I thought was a good deal. Same day, I sold an Xbox promo disc for Xbox One that was a retail kiosk demo disc for $200 and something. I had over $500 a day on eBay. It was a Thursday, the week before my birthday, and it was a good day. It was a very good day, especially on the Saturday when they paid me. But we're going to talk about the return and the fact that eBay has become pay to play, and without promoting listings, you're not making sales, and it is I wouldn't say Ponzi scheme, but it's a very unfortunate event. So the TV arrived completely fine. I had to build a box for it. It was a massive 160 something pounds something. It cost $180 to ship it. I barely made any money on it, but it was free. It got there on time. No issues. Well, the Xbox game also got there on time. No issues. The person who purchased the Xbox game had an Xbox store on eBay. They sold Xbox items. I don't care. I did not look at it until the guy initiated the return over 2 weeks later. Well, he sends me a message and tells me the item doesn't work. He wants to return it. I said, okay, return it. First of all, I get this. It's a FedEx bubble mailer. And in that bubble mailer, I received this. It is the disc, but it's all there. Every single piece of it is there, but it is smashed. It is destroyed. It might even be bent. So it's damaged. He even included the invoice in the thing. I reached out to the buyer and I said, hey, I got your item. It's damaged. And as you can see here, it's destroyed. It's fucking broken. It's bent. It was in a bubble mailer. That's the only thing that it was in. It's a bubble mailer with a USPS label on it. The individual proceeds to tell me, I'm a liar, I'm a piece of shit, and I'm a scammer. He wants his money back. At that point, I did not engage with the individual. I contacted eBay. eBay told me, oh, okay, you reached out to the seller? Yes, I did. Okay, well, what can I do? They said, have nothing to worry about, sir. Mr. Dash, eBay will take care of it and we will credit you and you'll be completely fine. And I bought into I drank the Kool-Aid, so to speak. I drank the Kool-Aid. That was on a Friday. The next, Labor Day was, what, 3 days away. They told me, don't refund the buyer. Don't do anything. eBay has your back. eBay will step in and eBay will help you. I thought, okay, I'll do that. The buyer continued to send me hateful messages, and I did not respond after they basically cussed me out. And it's all in the messages. I have it all. I mean, yeah, I say fuck and shit and damn and piss like every motherfucker in the world, but I'm not going to say that in a business situation, let alone on eBay. They check all of that. Or they say should, or this is what they told me. And I'm not going to be unprofessional in a professional setting. That's unexcusable in my opinion. What I do in my personal time is my business. You don't have to like it. I'm not asking you to like it. I really don't care if you like it because you don't pay my bills. Monday comes around, it's Labor Day. Tuesday is the final day to issue the return. I get a notice from eBay saying, please refund the buyer. Your item was returned, blah, 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 blah. Well, then the buyer's like, why haven't you refunded my money, blah, blah, blah. I understand you're a scammer. Just file a postal claim, which I don't even know what a postal claim was until then. Well, you can say the item was damaged and they'll refund you. I do it all the time. So this guy either broke my item or sent me back an item that was broken because all he does is sell Xbox games. I call eBay. I say, look, this guy has at least 12 messages where he's saying vulgar things to me, threatening me, trying to intimidate me. What do? Do I issue him a partial refund and deduct the amount that was damaged? No, sir. They give me some kind of Indian person who I can barely understand, who says, rest assured, Mr. Dash, don't do anything, take no action, eBay has your back. Don't issue him a refund, we'll help you, And again, I drink the Kool-Aid. I was fine. Tuesday comes around, it's the final day. Well, I guess this was Tuesday, so Wednesday. Wednesday is the next day. I wake up to an email. Thank you for refunding the buyer. The case has been closed. There is no further action you need to take. When I go to my seller account and my selling page on eBay, I owe eBay $250. I have 4 orders. I'm positive $85, but I have a pending balance of $250. eBay automatically refunded the buyer, gave the buyer his money back, and I have a broken item. After they told me on 3 separate calls, talking to 3 separate people, everything was going to be okay. You have nothing to worry about. Blah, 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 blah. Get fucked. And that's exactly what it did. I got fucked. For the rest of the week, every single item I sold from Wednesday until fucking Saturday, I made no money on. And I had to pay for each label out of my pocket to break even. And then, yesterday morning, when I get up, go to the bathroom, I wash my face, I get on the computer, and I see what I sold, from my phone. I had 3 sales. So I get the items, I pack them, I go to ship them. And I noticed my feedback score has gone down by a number. And I thought, what happened? So before I ship any of my orders, I click on my username and my feedback. This motherfucker left me negative feedback on item that came back damaged. And I'm not saying he did it. I'm not accusing him of doing it. It could have been the post office. He put it in a bubble mailer. Not a box, not anything. It is a FedEx mailer that was with a UPS label attached to it. So, I mean, that in itself should be fraud. But I don't really care. I'm not after the guy. I'm not mad at the guy. I accepted the return. The fact that it was broken. eBay didn't do shit. And now he's accusing me, which makes him look very, very guilty, which I have plenty of messages to say that, oh, you could just do this, you could do whatever, like I do it all the time. It sounds like he shipped me back a knowingly broken item. Or maybe he got mad after he played the game, didn't like it for 2 weeks, and broke it and shipped it back to me and said, fuck you. The thing is that eBay, I've made a video like this before. eBay bends over backwards for the buyer and fucks the seller with a cactus in their ass. I know that's a little extreme, but I'm very, very upset about this issue. It cost me a week's worth of money because my entire income comes from selling things on eBay. So when my entire income for a week is eaten because some motherfucker wants to fucking return something after 2 weeks and say, oh, it don't work. No shit, it don't work. You put it in a bubble mailer. It's a video game disc. It's a CD. Are you fucking retarded? And when it gets bent in a bubble mailer and gets broken, it's my fucking problem? Go fuck yourself. I called eBay yet again, and I said, hey, can I appeal negative feedback? No. Well, I refunded the buyer his entire money, and I have no item. Can I deduct it? No. You can't deduct it. You can't do anything. You refunded the buyer. I said, but I didn't refund the buyer. eBay told me not to take any action, and I did not take any action. But you refunded the buyer. No, I didn't. eBay refunded the buyer. Oh, then there's nothing you can do. I called 3 separate times, talked to 3 separate people after everything was said and done. And they told me, since you refunded the buyer, there's nothing we can do. Eat it. Suck it up, buttercup. Fuck you. You know how it feels to put everything you have into a company that literally takes a shit on you? It sucks. And then today, which is what, 2 weeks on, over the weekend I had an issue where I'd shipped something out. The one item that I sold that covered the entire loss was $100-something transformer. I didn't make any money on it. I had to pay out of my own pocket. And Locust has some balls to do that when I'm trying to film this video. I shipped out 6 items last Wednesday. All of them, the largest item, did not get scanned. Well, immediately the person messages me and was like, it's been 2 days, how come you haven't shipped my item? I said, I did ship your item. You're lying. And I was like, look, here's my entire list. A lot of these items have been delivered and shipped. I don't know why yours hasn't. Well, he says, you're lying to me. I said, I'm not lying to you. I was like, here's your tracking, here's everything. I shipped all these things out on the same day, which was last Wednesday. I don't know, I can't look at my phone because I'm recording on my phone right now. But I said, I'm sorry, my post office is garbage, but it does get burglarized from every now and then because I live in a pretty bad neighborhood, so let me go check. Well, sure enough, Saturday morning when I go to the post office, the glass is broken out. Somebody broke into the post office. I took pictures of it, I documented it. I sent him to him. I said, look, somebody broke into the post office. I'm very sorry. I don't know what's going on. I'll find out on Monday. No response. Well, today is Tuesday. The item was delivered to him. So obviously it reached him. And now he says the item is damaged. He wants to keep the item and doesn't like the condition that the item is in. And he wants his money back. And I said, then let's start a return. I'll gladly take the item back because I know I can resell it. The same thing I did with this. And it's fucking broken. But this is a toy, an action figure, so I don't assume this person is going to break it. And if not, I'll just charge more money for it and resell it. That's the whole point. The guy was like, I'm a disabled veteran. I don't have a printer. I don't have a way to get it back to me. I said, that's fine. I'll pay for it. You find some way to print it out. Let's do it. I just want my money back and I want to keep the item. I said, I'm not going to let you keep the item. Clean it up because he says it's dirty, which is not dirty. And he wants the $100-something back on top of the item. Well, that's not fair to me, number one, because I know there's nothing wrong with the item. And if there is, I'll clean it up my goddamn self and I'll resell it. Well, he sent me a bunch of nasty messages basically telling me I'm unresponsive and insubordinate. I don't even know. I stopped reading them because it's nonsense. If he wants to return the item, let him return the item. But if I don't take any action and if I don't give him a full refund, I've had this happen before where eBay will just step right in and say, oh, this guy is a jackass and he won't refund the guy the money. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give you your item, let you keep the item. Here's your money back, and fuck the motherfucker who did it, and they're going to get a tick on their account. Whether it's a late shipment, which I'm probably going to get because of the post office, which I cannot control. The guy gets to keep an item I've had since I was 12 years old, which I did not want to sell in the first place, but I'm having another baby and I have bills to pay, so fuck me because I've got to get rid of something I don't want to get rid of. And yet again, eBay will come in and say, oh, there's nothing to worry about. They parrot this fucking talking point, this fucking, oh yeah, we're on your side, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you fucking right now, whoever's watching this video to 15 minutes in, without sellers, there would be no eBay. They can take my promoted listing fees. They can take all my stuff. If I was selling drugs on eBay, eBay would be like, don't sell drugs on eBay, but give us our money. We deserve a cut. eBay is the fucking mafia. eBay is a cutthroat syndicate of vipers, whatever you want to call it. I love eBay. I'm sad to make this video. I'm sad that it's come to this, but I've tried and 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 I have tried. And I will continue to try. I'm not going to stop selling on eBay. It just makes me rethink putting all my eggs in one basket. And I'm not talking about cross-listing. It's a matter of fact that, like, the world we live in is shit. The economy we live in is shit. No one will hire me. And I'm not talking about my hair, because there was one time where I didn't have a whole lot of hair and I still wouldn't get hired. I've got a college degree. I've got all this stuff. Reselling was the thing for me. Yes, at one time I was making $10,000 a month reselling. But the way that the economy is going and the people that work at the thrift stores taking all the good stuff, there's no money in it anymore. So why would I invest my time in someone who's going to shit on me? Why would I invest my money in a company that's going to take 90% of the money and give me pennies? I sold 3 things yesterday, $150 of sales. After taxes and fees and shipping, do you know how much I made? I kept $26. $26 on 3 sales, on 3 promoted listings of over $150 worth of sales. Shipping was not the issue. The issue was the fact that they took promoted listing fees and a final value fee from each individual sale. Over $150 worth of merchandise. I kept $26. It was 28 something, but with the express payout fee was $2. This morning, my bank account had 30 something dollars in it. And after paying all my bills and getting my groceries, I have $3.52 in my bank account. And if you go over that, if you go over your allotted negativity in your account and your escrow, they will start billing your bank account, because I noticed they do that. If I print a label without having money in the pending balance, they'll bill your bank account. Well, since this wonderful broken disc came back to me, I've overdrafted my bank account several times in the past 2 weeks because I did not know that eBay was a predator and that they were trying to fuck you with a knife in your asshole, because they only care about the buyer. They do not care about the seller. It's a money back guarantee for a reason. I'm seriously considering just dropping this whole reselling shit, for the sheer fact is that every time I try to get on top of myself, somebody does something. I'm not just making this video for the lawyers that I know that watch this channel that are coming after me for money and telling me that I'm lying about my financial state. I have $30 and something in my bank account. I'll be happy to provide you the fucking information. And the way things are going, it's not looking any better. It just fucking sucks, because reselling was one of the things that not only allowed me to be who I wanted to be, to have this kind of hair, to live the lifestyle that I wanted, to be independent, to make my own way in life. But now eBay is using AI, and AI is going to take over, and they're going to make 90% of our jobs obsolete. They've already done it at Walmart. Look at Walmart. Your self-checkout. No one's checking out at Walmart anymore. You do it your damn self. You pay the same amount, if not 10 times more, for your groceries. And there's someone making sure you don't steal things, or going when you buy alcohol or spray paint to make sure that you're not under the age of 18. In 10 years, you won't be doing most jobs. You'll be plugged into the matrix, or you'll be dead. I don't care who you vote for or what your politics are. It's the unadulterated, unfortunate truth. We're becoming obsolete, and get ready. I really, again, I don't like to apologize because I don't feel like I've done anything wrong, but I hate that I had to make this video. I hate the fact that someone returned an item that was broken, which I do not believe. I don't want to think that the guy who sent me the item broke it. And if he did, well, fuck him. But, I mean, it's also his fault for just putting it in a bubble mailer when it's a disc and it comes to me in 3 pieces, 6 pieces. I don't know. It's obviously destroyed. It's been bent or broken or something. I didn't do that. I'm not a dishonest guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say something that doesn't work. But the fact that eBay allows them to get away with it, that eBay allowed me to don't take any action, we'll handle it, and what did they fucking do? They fucked me. They fucked me. They fucked me hard. But there's nothing I can do because eBay doesn't care about me. eBay doesn't care about the sellers. eBay doesn't care about you. It's a liability. It's bullshit. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking absolutely goddamn stupid. And again, like I said, this video was hard to make, and it's hard for me to continue to talk about without getting angry. And I'm not going to allow it to piss me off anymore because I've said my 2 cents, and I'm going to upload this video, and I don't really care. They can delete my account. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. You can unsubscribe. You can call the cops. Why don't you call CPS while you're at it? Lawyers. I don't care anymore. It's just a shame. I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure my life and my kids' life and my family's life is okay, and everybody wants to shit on me.